Okay, hi guys. I feel like the energy is energying with eclipse season. We're in between eclipses right now. We are approaching a solar eclipse. And I feel like just getting in the flow, even starting this message, I just feel overwhelmed. I literally needed to prop my phone on my chair and sit on the ground and just connect to the earth in some way. Even though I'm not in grass, I just felt guided to connect to the ground. I needed to root myself in the ground. And this is a way of me transmuting my anxiety. And I don't want to say I'm not identifying with this emotion. I'm not holding on to this emotion, but I'm experiencing it and it's moving through me. And you may be feeling that same way right now. You may be learning how to transmute heavier emotions in a healthy way. I also have some like vibey music playing, but we're gonna tap in because I feel like there's a collective message pertaining to being extra sensitive to your emotions right now. It's just on the forefront of our minds. Our hearts are opening. But there isn't a time limit on how advanced we are, how ahead we are, you know, how healed you need to be in a certain amount of time. We're facing our shadow right now. We're reprogramming a lot right now. There's a lot of shifts happening so far, pertaining to how we articulate ourselves and convey our truth. Change is definitely among us. I'm getting a breakthrough energy. Like there's gonna, unless you've already had a breakthrough pertaining love within your life, or like based off of the energies that we're facing right now, I feel like you may be in preparation for something greater in your life. You're in preparation for a divine experience. You're gonna have many high vibrational experiences, especially when it comes to romance. There's definitely love in the air, but I feel like you're really learning how to keep your heart open and be enough for yourself right now. I feel like love in general, when it comes to the matters of the heart, you may experience resistance to being vulnerable. And I feel like that's something that you tend to brush off and think that it doesn't matter. Because I feel like who I'm channeling for right now is so used to presenting themselves a certain way. This is like a deep subconscious fear that's coming up for you. I feel like you hear people out. I feel like you know how to receive people, and people may gravitate towards you and open up to you. But I feel like you feeling safe in your body enough to talk to other people about how you're feeling, you may feel like you get brushed it gets brushed off, or it doesn't feel validated the same way. That also may be lingering, bringing up lingering doubt in your heart of like, am I ever gonna be good enough for love? Like, or am I always the one that has to present myself to people a certain way? Like, I feel like you're learning how to unconditionally love yourself and how to stop identifying with these belief systems that tell you that you're not good enough as you are. I feel like you have a lot of ways of giving love, but to receive it, it's like I feel like vulnerability may scare you at times, but I'm feeling like it's something that you're working through at the same time to overcome. Like, you may be feeling like exhausted right now. Like, I'm just getting an energy where you may be feeling like your mind is scattered and all over the place. But I feel like you're also handling these emotions with grace. Like, you're not going backwards, you know, you're not descending. And if you do feel like you're in that space of descending, you're only gonna ascend again. It's that beautiful ebb and flow journey. You're gonna be good, friend. You're gonna be way more than good. You're right where you're supposed to be. And I say that with so much love because I feel like we tend to get in our heads about it and we compare our journey to other people, or we think that we're not where we're supposed to be. And I just feel like, given the circumstances, you're doing way better than you think you are. Like, you do not have to, for 1 second, hold on to that thought and belief that, like, you need to overexert energy to receive love, or you need to hide yourself away from the world to be comfortable. I feel like you know deep in your heart that, like, when you open your heart up and you create from your heart and you let support in and you command what you are worthy of receiving and you don't hold back, things can really work in your favor even better than you anticipated. And I feel like, as a totem of light that you are, as a beacon, you shine so bright amongst a crowd of people. Like, you really do radiate energy and you stand out. I feel like you have options in life. You may be feeling like you're being directed by your higher self, like you're being put into an energy of surrender, where it's like you're in between decisions in your life too, 2 of Wands. Like, you're in between your head and your heart, but it's exactly the place that you're supposed to be right now. I just keep feeling the energy of divine alignment. You could be seeing 222 right now. I just feel like you tend to block your spirit from speaking. you tend to shut your own intuition out, and I'm getting actually like a block in the throat chakra. Like you may feel like you can't express yourself freely, or you tend to get in your head and it's like that compressive energy where like you need time to integrate, but you also tend to stay in that energy a little bit too long, and then energy becomes stagnant, and then that's what creates or manifests overthinking. I feel like you are an overthinker, but you're also learning not to have shame for feeling and being in your feelings. I feel like you are working through a big witch wound, or just overall an energy of feeling like your sensitivity is too much. But that's so far from the truth. I feel like there's a deep renewal of energies happening. Like the more you stop judging yourself in a critical way, and you start being your best friend, and you rely solely on your intuition to guide you, I feel like that's what's gonna allow things to just balance for you. Because like those moments of doubt that you have, you're able to transmute that pain. You're way more powerful than you give yourself credit for. And it's okay to be bold and powerful. I feel like you are very, very magnetic and attractive when you do trust yourself. 1202, as I said that. Like you, again, with the 2 energy, like divine alignment. Like you're in, like you need the reassurance. And I'm here to give that to you, but I also feel like you know that you need to reassure yourself just how important this journey is for you, how important this sacred mission that you're on really is. And I feel like after the hardest, most challenging times, the light comes. Clarity's only found when you're humble enough to know that you are blessed, you are abundant, and you have way more in store for you than you may be anticipating right now. I'm just gonna say that. You're unstopped. Your vibe is unmatched right now. I'm getting a return to playfulness, a return to the wild, the untamed energy, the mystic in you. Like you may be doing a lot of clearing out of resistance in the like pleasure, experiencing life through the lens of love. You may be doing some manifestation magic. And this eclipse portal is something really intense. And it's so interesting because this is literally an eclipse on this card. And this is a High Priestess card. That is really crazy confirmation. This is what it's gonna look like too with the new moon. Whoa. That's major confirmation right there. I feel like the only way out is through, and I just feel guided to say, like, through the fire, you rise like a phoenix. God gives their toughest battles to their strongest soldiers. And that's very relatable. I feel like you have an eternal flame burning within you so brightly that nothing can stop you at this point in your life. Like, you're very... Everything that you acquire in this life is gonna serve everything good. You have a lot coming into fruition. And I'm getting like, you need sacred rest in this life. Your soul requires more rest than you realize because of how much you purge on a day-to-day basis, how much you heal. And I feel like you understand that, like, you're an empath. You're a deep feeler. Okay, there's no shame about it though. You just experience emotions a lot more in depth than most. But you're starting to honor your individuality. Your blueprint is of a light worker. And I feel like the more you speak life into yourself, you pour into yourself, you understand the ritual of loving yourself, you create some kind of altered space, you cleanse your energy every day, you have some sort of ritual in your life that becomes a habit for you. Because I feel like you are meant to express yourself freely. You know, you may have, you know, this idea of how to create some kind of altar in your life or become the altar and return home to your sacred divinity. I feel like there's some massive psychic shifts that are taking place, like psychic up, I want to say like an upgrade, like your crown chakra, you're starting to honor that the inner temple is what you should be focusing on. It's the nourishment of your soul. It's what you're consuming, you know, physically and spiritually and emotionally. It's all in resonance with how you identify, especially in terms of like your vessel. How are you showing up for your vessel? You may be questioning a lot, and like in the bestest ways, like really questioning life, expanding your consciousness. Because that eternal flame in you, oh boy, you're a powerhouse when you're open. When you're ignited, when you're on your pivot, it's very telling that you are some sort of shamanic warrior spirit. Like, I just get it so deeply. Like, you're meant to be received by the masses, or you're meant to be building some sort of community, because this foundation that you're in right now can't go unnoticed in this life. It just can't. It's not meant to. Like, you have very, very profound abilities to connect, to liberate people through your self-expression, through your authentic vibe. There's no one that's as exceptional as you are. And it's because you are the main character of your reality. And you're allowed to place yourself on that pedestal. And I feel like you're, again, releasing a lot of shame when it comes to loving yourself wholeheartedly. You're in deep remembrance of your soul's mission. There's anything that drains you of your life force energy, it's got to go, or it's already been gone, because some things can't come with you. Belief systems, people, ideas of what you think you should be doing, of who you should be, it's got to go, because you have so much on its way to you. You're a natural born leader. Your life path is incredibly divine, divinely led, divine coded energy. Again, you may resonate as a shaman or as a divine essence in some kind, but like I'm getting star, lineage, ancestral healer, karmic, generational breaker, wounds of poverty mindset, lack mentality, all of these ego belief systems combined. It's like you're meant to deconstruct that, liberate it, rise above it, transmute it, transcend it, whatever it is. Like you're just meant to stand the F up into your power and not conform. And I feel like it's just so clear for you that, and you're bound for all of these things to come in to fruition, because literally you're no longer identifying with these programs. You're deconstructing them, you're breaking them, you're rising like a phoenix. You're standing true in what you believe in. It's 222 right now on the clock. That manifestation work that you intentionally do on yourself is what is going to transform your life for the better. Like there's so much that you have in store for you. Again, I just keep being guided to confirm this message for you. And the world is just going to continue to praise you for the work, the good work you're doing. It deserves to be commended, because not everybody has this vibration that you do. And it's special the way you move, and it's really needed. I feel guided to close this message out with a little Reiki. My little selenite heart. Energy can be heavy at times, but I feel like when you affirm healing, it'll be presented to you by the way you show up for yourself, by the way you take action on yourself. So just rest and receive, and then knowing that everything is working out for you in your highest good. Thank you guys for watching. I love you guys. And if you received this message, let me know, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye.